Hey guys, so I just wanted to put LG's latest flagship up against the Galaxy S7 Edge, which we are running Android Nougat on both of them. So this is running the latest TouchWiz Nougat software. So I wanted to see how the V20 did compare in terms of the speed and camera performance. And we're going to start up at the same time here. I did do the camera test on the Marshmallow firmware with the S7 Edge, so do bear that in mind. And Sammy's just still ahead here when it comes to the boot up, which is very nice. One thing I've noticed about the V20 is a little bit of lag when it starts up, as you can see, when it comes to opening up the app drawer for some reason, whereas you don't get that with the latest Nougat TouchWiz here. Just going to have a look at the software so I can just show you as well what we're running. So if we just go to the software, which is nice, which I think Samsung's made a little bit of an effort, a little bit more effort when it comes to, you know, the software here, but you know, the V20 has some useful features of its own, which I might cover later on after the speed and camera comparison. So just going to see how they handle the apps opening. So just close everything down and let's go. I'm going to keep count as well, see if we can see any differences. Wow, that sucks. 1-0 to the S7 Edge, 1-1, 2-1 to the S7 Edge, quite similar. Ooh, 2-2, so the V20 got a point there. Oh, again 3-2 to the V20. Very nice performance here. 3-3. S7 Edge pulls one back. So very close this is. You can see once the V20 gets going, it certainly does get going. Maybe the V20, but that was very close, not massive difference with that one. And we have some inbuilt apps. Let's see the what is it, clock. So maybe the S7 Edge, but again not massive difference. Settings, I'm going to give that to the S7 Edge. That was a slight bit faster, so 4-3. And I think we have some games here, so let's try Mortal Kombat. So 4-3 to the S7 Edge. V20 is doing very well here. Oh, 5-3. 5-3. I'm just going to close this. Oh, we got the weird glitch come up. Mortal Kombat always destroys my devices. You can still hear it in the background as well. So I think, what was it, 5-3? That was the S7 Edge again. I think the S7 Edge is pulling ahead here at last. Asphalt. Ooh. So LG brings one back, so that's about 5-4. I think Samsung's still ahead here. What more? Got this one. Yeah, 6-4. So Samsung is the winner here in late 2016 when it comes to the app opening, which is very nice. We're just going to have a look at the speed as well, speed test, and see if there's any differences here. So quite a modest score here for the S7 Edge on Nougat. V20, what can you do? Oh, it's going. No, it's going down again. It's going up again. Can't make up its mind. So again, we get another point here for the S7 Edge. Things are not looking too good for LG and for the upload. Let's have a look at the web browsing here. Just load up a few random sites. You can see a big delay going into the web browsing then. We're just going to go to IDBM, something like that. Go. So that looked like it was the S7 Edge then. Let's try again. Yeah. So one more. GameSpot. And go. Oh, V20. Pulled one back then. Very nice. So 1-1 here. You can see clicking into the link a little bit faster with the S7 Edge. So 2-1 to the S7 Edge. And we're just going to round off now with a multitasking test and have a look at this. And I think both manufacturers are struggling when it comes to multitasking. You can see not a big difference here, but the S7 Edge does recover faster, so I'm going to give it a point every time it does that. And again, what's happened to LG software? Kept in memory, V20 didn't. Let's try the camera. Much quicker here, a bit of a lag on the V20. So remember, the V20 is actually finished software, you know. This is obviously based upon the beta on the S7 Edge, and it's still performing, you know, a little bit better, which you know, is very surprising. Let's just load up a game here, see if they kept in memory. So I think both of them reloaded the game, but the S7 Edge seemed a little bit faster going back into it, which is good. Kept this in memory. So the S7 Edge is the winner here, folks, when it comes to pretty much everything. I couldn't see a round that went to the V20, and that's quite surprising because last year it was a lot closer with the V10 and the Note 5, but nevertheless, so we can just have a look at the camera, see if, you know, the V20 can pull one back here, and see how the performance was. I did do a few tests with the low light ability, and you can have a look at the results here, see if you can see any major differences. And I gotta say, really, I think that even though the V20 has, I think a higher megapixel, I don't think it really translates into better shots, really. I did do this camera test on the Marshmallow firmware with the S7 Edge, and you can see, if we have a look at this low light shot, the S7 Edge seems to pick up a nice amount of detail in the background. You can't even see the text here with the V20, which I would expect that to be the other way around. I'd expect this to have a bit blurred effect because of the lower megapixel. But generally, I'd say it does the job. It's not going to disappoint you, the V20, but again, it's just not going to excite you, kind of thing. I think it got some of the colours a bit more accurate in some of these outdoor kind of environments on the V20, which is good. But again, I'm just thinking that Samsung seems to be a little bit ahead when it comes to most things. You can do the wide angle shots, which do get a little bit more detail in. But if for those of you not really bothered about that and just want the standard shooting, you're not going to find too much better here than what you're getting on the S7 Edge. So I think LG definitely needs to step up its game, to bring some of the glories it had in the past. It had some real, like for example, when we had the LG G2, that was well ahead of the the previous Samsung. So the same can be said of the video recording. Again, very comparable, although I think the manual controls on the V20 are a little bit better, but Samsung does have its own manual controls, obviously. You can have a look at the quality here. And we're already getting word that the V30, which is due to come out, won't actually have a dual screen, so maybe they will, bring something quite interesting. LG seems to always do these new things like curved displays, dual displays, and then abandon them after, a couple of months, so it's a bit weird. But yeah, just a quick little comparison here between the LG V20 and S7 Edge. Hope you find it helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.